Hello and welcome to another video or multiplayer course. In these videos, it will be videos for fixing some of the glitches that we have in the project. I will not add anything new because for me the project is nearly finished. Just these fixes, and maybe later on, if we have enough number of members in my Discord server, maybe I will add and make video about how to add the Steam subsystem, and then we can test our project on Steam. Now let me first start fixing the projectile, and let me show you what is the problem with the projectile. First let's start. Now let me decrease the size of this window. Now let's host a game, any game, and here also find a match. I'll keep it 2 players to have better performance. So host here, and here find. The problem is that when the projectile hits a moving target, it will make weird stuff. So let me move. Let's wait to move to the next map better. And now we're moving to the next map. So here we are moving to the next map. Now let me get this tank in front of the other tank, and now let me just be here, and I'll try to move toward the tank, and I will shoot the tank while it is moving. You see, this is the problem. This is because, let's go back to the projectile. Here in the projectile, this happens because the projectile is not simulating physics, and when it hits, it's a kinematic. So when it hits a simulated object like the tank, to do weird stuff. So the projectile will be like a hard thing that stops the tank in its place, and sometimes drive it away and throw it away. So the first thing to do is select the box collision here and go here to simulate physics, and make the mass, make it small, maybe 0.1 kilogram. Let to be light. Also, another thing we will face, and this will be apparent when you test the game in the standalone mode, or when you package it and test it. You will have also a problem with the projectile. When it hits the tank, sometimes it does not register a hit, and you will see the projectile reflecting away, and it will not register any damage. So to fix this, what we need to do, the problem is here. If we do not use the delay, it will not detect any damage. But if we use the delay, it will detect damage sometimes, but also sometimes it will not detect the damage, and it will be deflected off the tank, and you'll see you'll have broken gameplay. So sometimes the armor is weak, and you hit it and it does not penetrate and does not register any hit. This will make a problem. So to fix it, first of all, what we need to do here in the server destroy actor, we need to first make sure that we are hitting the actor. So here in the server destroy actor, let's add an input. Look for actor, and let's call it tank. or not tank, anything that should be damaged. For me, I would call it tank. Maybe you had soldiers or another thing, buildings. So the tank, first need to check if this is valid. Now if it is not valid, we will bypass it. If it is not valid, which means that we did not hit an object that should be damaged, like the tank. Maybe if we hit the ground, we do not need to apply damage, we only bypass it and go to destroy actor. And here on the valid, what we need to check, if the actor got damaged. How do we check for this? Here on the apply damage, here we have the return value. This is the damage applied. So we need to check if this value is more than 0. This means that the damage was applied. So after that we can safely destroy the projectile. Let's go back to the destroy actor, servo destroy actor, and add another variable in the input, which will be a float, and let's call it damage applied, or applied damage, and anything you want to call it. Now you need to check if it is more than 0. Put here, check for a branch, move this delay away. Now if it is true, we applied damage, so we go to destroy actor, and if it is false, and the tank is valid, this means that we have a delay, sometimes delay in the server, the ping. So instead of just destroy the actor and missing the registration of the damage, so we make a delay. So on the false, we go to delay, and the delay will go back after the time finishes, and it will check again if the damage applied or not. So let's go back here. We need to connect the tank and the damage applied. So the damage applied is this one. Let me just make it organized. Okay, this is enough. Now for the actor, I need to save a variable here. After we check for the tank tag, let's promote this hit actor to a variable. And we save it here, and then we use it here. Another thing to do is we need, if the damage is applied, we need sorry, not when the damage is applied, before the damage is applied. Sorry, let me select them. Now when the actor is valid and before the damage is applied, we need to stop simulating with the projectile movement. So we need to stop the projectile from moving further, to stop it in its tracks. So here, let's get the projectile movement and look for stop simulation. Stop simulating. This to stop the simulation of the projectile, stop it from moving, and from ricocheting. Now we need this input, the hit actor, so let's put it here. Sorry, hit result, not hit actor. Also here, after we register the tank hit, let's save the hit result here, put it to a variable, and move it here before the hit actor. Just let's organize this mess. Now let's go to the server destroy and put the hit actor here. Now we should have everything solved. Now let's go back and check again. Now I will use 3 players to show another problem that we will fix now. First let's host, but the 3 players always give us bad performance. It's heavy on my computer, but it is better for testing to have 3 players to see the effect on the both clients. Also, it is important. So sometimes the interaction with the server is different than the interaction with the clients. Now let's wait for it to load the new map. And now I will move the T72. I'll move it forward. Move forward, then I will okay. Now I'll move toward the tanks. Moving toward the tanks. Now let me choose this Abrams now and shoot it at the is destroyed. Maybe I hit it in the lower plate. So let's use the Abrams now. Now let's also don't forget to increase the speed of the projectile, because when it is simulating physics it will have drop. It will drop more than before. Now I will choose the T72 and shoot the Abrams. You see it is hit and nothing. It did not do some odd behavior. Everything's working fine. So so let's increase the projectile movement speed for the. Let me change the speed here in the subclasses or in the child classes. For the Abrams, I will make it 22,000 and the max speed maybe 18,000. And for the T72, we'll make it slightly slower. This one will be 21,000 and 17,000 the max. Now we are finished with the projectile, and in the next video I'll move on and fix another glitch that we have in the chat system. That will be simple. Also we'll fix that when the player returns to the game or joins the game when it is already in the main map, he will not be able to choose a tank. So we'll fix this also. So thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Goodbye.